Hey guys, what's up? Caboose here. We're back with the Redstone world for yet another tutorial, and as you notice, I'm standing in front of automatic farms. I got melons and pumpkins, wheat farms. Under there is a mushroom farm. Under there is a sugarcane farm, and hopefully for part 2 I will have a cactus and then netherwart farm, because I didn't have time to build them earlier this week, but I think we're not even going to have enough time to go over all these. So yeah, let's get started. So as you can see here, we got a huge wheat farm. Obviously, with the way Xbox is, it can't actually hold everything, but basically you flip the switch, it releases a lot of water. It also releases a lot of lag, and as you can tell, as more and more gets cycled through, more and more disappear. So what I'm going to do is show you guys that I have one wheat seed on me, which I will actually just get rid of, and flip the switch now. Basically, once it gets to about here, you should be able to flip it, and it should be able to wash away everything. You notice there's sometimes a few stragglers that end up here somehow, and a little bit here. But yeah, basically pick all this up, and that is about how much you get each time. Obviously this is a lot more than what it gives you. If you were to go ahead and replant this with these seeds, I don't even think you would get enough. I totally forgot that there was a limit to how much drops at once, so I just built it too big. You could probably get away with maybe doing one of these at a time, instead of both at once, or even just doing one of these, you know, like have two different farms, I guess, like fields of wheat. But yeah, basically that's how much you get. So you want to plan it for that. Obviously you get 1 to 2 seeds, actually 0 to 3 seeds, I think, off of each wheat thing that's fully grown. So just keep that in mind. Water goes 4 spaces, so you want to go 8 across. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but basically you need water on each end. As you can see here, I have some water, and then water flows for 8 blocks. So if you're gonna have a multi-step one, you're gonna need 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then water will still drop down. And then on this last one, I have 8. And that's just because, if I quickly just fill in these gaps, you will be able to see, if you didn't see it before, that as you notice, it goes 8 and then it drops, and then it will go to the 8, and it looks like it's here just because of these. But if I was to get rid of these, here we go, you will see that it actually just stops right there. So you want to keep that in mind as well. You want to have it so it flows into like a collection area that will then flow down into like this one gap. Obviously it's not completely automatic because you do have to replant, but it's as close to automatic as you can actually get, and I don't know why it decided to create a source block there. That's kind of weird. So yeah, let's jump into the redstone workings of this. So I just added a simple lever here with redstone that goes all the way down, and then underneath it just splits off right here. And if I, oh crap, if I just wipe out all the redstone for down there, dang it, did not want to do that. in case you were wondering. So yeah, there we go. As you can see here, clear out a little section. So yeah, it goes into these. So these pistons will always be powered, but when you flip the switch, it will become depowered, unpowered even, and then you have the water up here, which will then drop the pistons over here. You can see it would more or less move the pistons, or retract the pistons, and then the glowstone would be right where these piston tops are, and then it would flow down. So that's basically how you make this. If you guys want a full tutorial, I'll give it to you, but it's kind of self-explanatory. You know, you just need a wire at one end, or a button, or not a button, but a lever at one end that will carry the redstone circuit all the way down to always on pistons, set up kind of like this. And then you want a above the pistons where the block goes, you put water. You can even do this with non-sticky pistons if you really wanted to, but in my opinion it looks better this way. But if you don't care what it looks like, and you're trying to do this on a survival thing and you don't have slime balls, you can do it with just normal sticky pistons. Obviously they would need to be up where the glowstone is when they're fully up, I guess. Not retracted, but basically like they are now. So it need to be one block higher than it is right now. So that is the wheat farm. Alright, so now let's move on to the pumpkin and melon farm. Now this is completely automatic. All you need to do is just pick up all the resources. But basically, flip this button and it will just pop everything up. And as you notice, we're getting lots of melon slices and some pumpkins, which I already had in my inventory. So yeah, basically you flip this button, it will power the circuit, and then again water hydrates the soil, so it grows faster from 4 blocks away. So I have it 1, 2, 3 blocks away, so you could technically have it where this glowstone is, but it just fit nicer this way, a little bit more compact. I would have had it behind it even, so it wouldn't have been out, but that would have affected the redstone. So yeah, so basically I just split this kind of in half for pumpkins. As you see, pumpkins are growing right back, melons should be growing right back, because I have it completely surrounded, the stalks completely surrounded by the glowstone, so they grow faster. But basically you hit this button and it will power this underneath, this redstone, which will then carry all the way down, and then it powers the repeaters, which goes right to the pistons, which will then extend, thus breaking the blocks of where the right now pumpkins are growing. Yeah, and that's that. So it's pretty self-explanatory with this one as well. So I don't think I need to do a full tutorial, but like I said, if you guys want a full tutorial, I will. But yeah, alright, moving on to the sugarcane. I kind of built this last minute because I totally forgot about sugarcane and how easy it is. But yeah, so basically I kind of screwed up with the dimensions, but so right now it's kind of messy, but as you see, sugarcane is all grown except for that one, because it doesn't like me apparently. But flip this, it all goes down. Some of it gets caught, but not too many, and then it will all travel down the water and whatnot, and it looks like 1, 2, 3 got caught on the grass, so it's pretty efficient, just like the melon farm, you don't need to replant, which is nice, because you can then have this just kind of enclosed. So yeah, basically another really self-explanatory thing. You hit the lever and both pistons will extend, and the way you do that is, as you can see, I'll just break this, I suppose. It goes right into this, but it powers this piston and the piston below for the redstone. So because it's powering this block directly with the repeater, it also powers the block all around it, minus to the side, I guess. So yeah, works out quite nicely, because if you were to break this, the bottom piston would still be powered. You don't need sticky pistons, but if you really wanted to add sticky pistons, you can. And then you can even have it so it's like all glowstone that gets pushed, I guess, if you really wanted to. So obviously these would have to be one back, along with that would have to be one back, but you know, you can do it without sticky pistons. So again, that's pretty self-explanatory. You just basically need some repeaters, some redstone, some pistons, and it's pretty easy to do in survival. I do it on, I have automatic farms on most of my worlds, except for hardcore underground, because you know I'm just too lazy. So we'll just quickly nap, because I just noticed it was dark. So yeah, this is the mushroom. To be honest, for some reason it's not working even with the mycelium. But it's supposed to work, and the way it's supposed to work is you basically flush it. So I think what I would have to do is change that all into mycelium blocks. But basically when you flip the switch, it will flush it out. But for some reason, for me, I do not have a good time with growing mushrooms. It's supposed to work on mycelium, that it just grows naturally anyways. Doesn't have to be enclosed in darkness, but for some reason, as you can tell, it's not even growing at all, which is really weird. So I don't know what the problem with me and growing mushrooms is, but that's just the way it is for me. So I guess the mushroom farm doesn't really work. I left this for quite a few hours at one point. I left for work and just kind of actually left this lobby open, and was hoping that the mushrooms would actually grow, and it didn't. So oh well. So yeah, a little bit less time than I expected, but basically wiring, I guess I can show you, even though it doesn't really work. But it's just like the automatic wheat farm, except for the fact that the water is right above here, and I just wiped out all the redstone yet again, because I am just so smart. Basically you have repeaters here, and then redstone dust going all the way down here, connecting it up. Pistons are always powered, and then it will pull back, and it will pull this block back, and since the water is right above, it will drop the water down onto this block, which will then travel the 8 blocks to here, and then you would just need to break those and pick them up. And then basically on that block that I just broke, I had the lever. Yeah. So that's the deal with the non-working mushroom farm. So I guess part 2, because it's just reaching 15 minutes now, I will hopefully have a cactus farm, automatic cactus farm, along with a automatic netherwart farm. And then I am actually not sure of what I'm going to build next in this redstone world, because I actually don't have anything else. This was actually the last thing that I had planned, because I've been too busy to actually come on here and build something. So if you guys know of a good redstone tutorial, that you'd like to see. If you have an idea for something and you don't know if it can be done, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to think of something, or just, I guess, postpone this series until the next update comes out. Because then we'll get redstone lamps, and you can do some fancy stuff with redstone lamps. And also have slabs on top. You can do some pretty fancy stuff that I'm really excited for. So yeah, leave a comment if you'd like to see anything. If you want to see anything in detail, let me know. My gamertag is the same as my YouTube channel. Caboose is here with K at the beginning. And I will invite you to this world, and you can check everything out. And at some point, I will also have a download link, so you guys can download this world for yourself and come in here and see for yourself, and also show off to your friends and say that you did it, because I have a feeling some of you may do that. But yeah, so I've been Caboose here. Like, subscribe, favorite for more. Do all of them, do none of them, it's up to you. I won't force you, and I will catch you guys next time.